So what is LogOX?
Hey, so LogOX is an independent, American-made, American-owned company out of Vermont, and we're well known for making the LogOX 3-in-1 forestry multi-tool. But now is our sort of first foray into making our own log splitter. And this is a log splitter that we collaborated with Matt here and Timberwolf. They're manufacturing this for us up in Marathon, New York. And we also collaborated, what's special about this is we also collaborated with some of the most knowledgeable firewood folks we know, being Joe from Ohio Woodburner, the guy who's hosting the show, Dan from Back 40 Firewood, Gord from GP Outdoors, and Josh from Stony Ridge Farmer. And we put together over the past year, we've had a design advisory board that basically from the ground up built the kind of log splitter that we'd want to work with ourselves. And like everything else that we build, whether it's our forestry tools or whether it's this log splitter, you know, we heat with firewood, we cut firewood ourselves, and so we want to build something that's going to be a good experience for all of our customers. And that's, I think, what we've accomplished here with this. This is still the prototype version, but we're looking to do a full launch in July 4th to be our target date.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So what product did you start with?
Well, we started with the LogOX 3-in-1 forestry multi-tool, and we started back in 2017. I'd gotten out of the Army, and my dad over there, John, was the one who invented the tool, and both kind of looking for what we were going to do next with our careers, and so we came together along with my mom, Lynn, and formed the company that we have today with LogOX around the idea for this tool right here, which is the LogOX hauler.
Up off your stuff.
And so, yeah, with this tool, it allows me to be able to pick up a log run off the ground. Walk with it, throw it up into my log splitter, and at no point am I bending over and hurting my back. So that's what's pretty cool about it. Then we added a cant handle extension to it, so you can turn into a 40-inch cant hook. We added a timberjack attachment to it, so it's now a timberjack, so it's a 3-in-1 forestry multi-tool, and that's kind of where it evolved from there.
That's great.
Yeah. So we want to do the same thing with it's kind of the log splitter world as we did with the forestry hand tools, where it's like, hey, here's an idea, here's a concept that we have, here's how we think we can make it better, and then just build from the ground up. Like, hey, if we wanted to work with this day in and day out, because we do,
yeah,
how would we make that the best possible product? And we think we've come up with a pretty good solution here.
Well, what are the features? Just looking at it, it looks very short and compact.
Yep.
Looks like you put the push block, back here over top of the cylinder instead of being out in front.
So that's one of the things you'll notice about it, is that unlike a lot of the other I-beam splitters that are out there, your cylinders, it was a 4-inch cylinder in this. We may actually change that to a 3-inch cylinder. We're still up in the air on that. Get some more speed out of it. But for right now, it's a 4-inch cylinder, and so that's integral to the middle portion of that. So the piston's actually going to shoot out in front of it, okay, and the tray table holds up, and so the tray table is protecting that, so you'll never see that. What that allows you to do is that tray table folds down, and so now I can put this into a 40 by 48 standard pallet. I can ship that anywhere in the world right to your door, and I don't have to put it onto a truck and trailer, right?
That's great.
So it makes the shipping a lot more affordable for folks. And then what's also unique about it too is because it's got this center design. I'll show you real quick. Because it's got this center design, I can put it at a full 26-inch stroke, okay? I can put it at a 18-inch stroke for people doing standard 16-inch firewood, or if you're getting into the camp firewood industry, you're doing 10-inch rounds and stuff like that, we can set it at a 12-inch stroke. So then that's going to cut down your cycle time drastically and also save you time not having to wait for it to go all the way back full stroke.
And what stops it?
So so under here is an adjustment that this pulls out, and then you slide it over, or you just pull it out and then it'll release it and it'll go all the way back. So right now it's on the 18-inch setting. To move it forward to here, it's going to be on the 12-inch setting. And it's as easy as that. There's no collars or anything else like that to try to futz around with. It's an easy selector, stroke length selector.
How well does this hold?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. So what's great about this is this boilerplate. This is patent pending here, along with the stroke adjuster. This boilerplate design that we've integrated into this has a nice depth to it. So this will actually imprint into the wood pulp and bite in nicely. And because it's circular, it's going to grab in every single direction. So it's not going to run up the face of this. Along with being a large pusher plate that we've got here, this really locks it in place nicely. And then it works in tandem with this here, which is a Timberwolf design. It's called a step wedge. This portion of the wedge kind of sticks out here a little bit, and it breaks the moment of inertia with the log. It gets the split going, and then it finishes up with this tall 12-inch high pusher or wedge here. And so that allows it to punch way above its usual weight class for the kind of large logs you can put onto it. The other thing you notice about this too is that this is a nice flat surface here.
Yes.
So when I split this, unlike a lot of I-beam splitters where the splits are going to fall off, or you're trying to catch them or something like this, it's just going to sit right here. And when I fire it up, I can show you it. But you're able to move that around a lot easier. And then the controls right here, nice ergonomic spot for them. Work it forward, backwards. And then everything else, I got a Honda 7 horsepower engine on this, so the most reliable engine in the industry right here. And then all of our hydraulics and everything is hidden underneath this. And then also having this engine underneath here, this tabletop here, which you're going to be standing next to, is going to shield the noise and vibration and heat from that. So that's also going to make it a lot quieter and easier to operate as well.
And our hydraulic filter is very easy to get to.
Yeah, and it's also got a regen valve on it too, so making it faster. So
that's great.
Yeah, we cut a hole here to make it easier to get to the fuel. So you put your
okay.
So
are you guys going to have a proprietary funnel system?
Yeah, we're going to get a funnel system that we're going to put with that. Yeah, but no, what was really unique about this whole project is, like I said, we worked with a great design advisory board. With Joe from Ohio Woodburn, Dan from Back 40 Firewood, Josh from Stony Ridge Farmer, and Gord from GP Outdoors, who over the past year, really put a lot of time and effort into refining this, and we're going to be bringing them up. Like I said, it's just the prototype model. This is we're kind of the concept car, if you will, that we're bringing here to the show to kind of roll out and get people's feedback on. But we still got another round of prototyping that we're going to finalize with this, and we're going to roll out the final model around July 4th is what we're shooting for a date.
Well, I love, just like with the LogOX, you guys are bringing new and innovative ideas to this.
Yeah.
So look forward to seeing it.
Yeah, no, that's what we try to do as a company, is to continue to innovate in the places that we care about. One of the first thing of harvest to hearth, which is our slogan, is you gotta cut it first. You gotta split the firewood first. So.
That's right. Well, if you want, it looks like you might be wanting to run it. So
you want to fire it up?
All right. Wow. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you stopping by for the demo.